Okay, welcome everyone. We're ready to go ahead and get things kicked off. Mike, please have everyone's attention. All right, welcome. So tonight we're here to see Shelley Segal perform for us. Before we introduce her, though, just a few announcements regarding the organizations that are putting this on. This event is co-hosted and co-sponsored by Humanists of Houston and Houston Atheists Association. In fact, it's the very first event to be sponsored by Houston Atheists Association. So first, just a little bit about what Humanists of Houston is, and then Kurt will talk about Houston Atheists and the HAA. Humanists of Houston is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting the principles of secular humanism. Whether you consider yourself a humanist, atheist, agnostic, skeptic, free thinker, even a deist, our goal, Humanists of Houston's goal, is to provide events which promote humanistic principles such as reason, ethics, science, and critical thinking, and to advocate a worldview based on living ethical, meaningful lives without any recourse to the supernatural and without any expectation of supernatural punishment or reward. Some of the events we've had in the past include Herb Silverman, President and founder, Secular Coalition for America, who ran for governor of South Carolina as an open atheist at a time that was actually illegal to run for public office in that state without believing in the existence of a higher power. We've had Gary Watson, a filmmaker and writer, who created After Twilight, a film and comic book series about a hypothetical future Texas, which has become a totalitarian theocracy controlled by religious fundamentalists. Even more than it is now. Zach Coughlin, student activist who has campaigned nationally ever since he was in high school, fighting against creationist legislation in the public school system. He's had numerous national media appearances, as well as a recent front page story on the Houston Chronicle. Some of the upcoming events that are also co-hosted and co-sponsored by Humanists of Houston and HAA. Next week on Thursday is going to be Seth Andrews, also known as the Thinking Atheist. It's actually going to be right here in this room, 6 o'clock, same time. Seth is he operates one of the largest, if not the largest, online atheist communities, thinkingatheist.com. He also has some amazing internet videos as well as a regular podcast. Next week after that, the day after, is going to be the American Atheists National Convention in Austin, March 29th through 31st. Details are on the meetup calendar. And finally, next month, Humanists of Houston, April 20th at Bayland Community Center, we're going to have the 2008 Freedom from Religion Foundation Free Thinker of the Year, Kate Staley. She filed a lawsuit against Harris County for having a Ten Commandments Bible monument in the courthouse in downtown Houston and won. She also filed a lawsuit challenging the practice of having prayers at Houston City Council meetings as well. So should be a very interesting talk she's going to give on Saturday, April 20th. And finally, regarding tonight, there is no charge to attend. However, to help cover the speaker's expenses, we do hope that everyone, hopefully everyone can be generous enough to donate whatever they can to offset the expenses that we are incurring tonight. You can pay by cash or check made out to Humanists of Houston or Houston Atheists Association. If you want to do any donations, you can just drop them in that box at the front door. Plenty of brochures, business cards as well, and I think that's it. This is going to be Kurt Luce, who's also going to talk about Houston Atheists and Houston Atheists Association.
That Ten Commandments has another problem. It talks about you can't lie, you can't bear false witness, and so forth. In a courthouse that's full of judges and lawyers, it creates a hostile work environment.
All right, hello everybody. It's good to see you. Yeah, I always do that. It's good to see you guys. Most of you I know already. I'm Kurt Luce. I'm the organizer for the Houston Atheists, the world's largest atheist community. For those of you who know us, you've already seen our calendar. You know we have about 25 to 30 events every month all around the city of different kinds, mostly social events, but we do lectures. We have a religion seminar. We have family-friendly events, all sorts of great stuff. So if you're not aware of everything that we have going on, pick up one of our cards or our brochures, check out our site on meetup.com, and I hope we'll get a chance to see you out one of our meetups sometime. We also recently have formed a 501c3 nonprofit organization, the Houston Atheist Association, which supports the activities and the interests of the Houston Atheists. We're growing all the time. It's a great time to be an atheist in Texas, and we would love for everyone to be a part of that, see what all we've got going on. I would like to reiterate what Vic said. There's a box over on that table over there. If you have a chance to donate to help cover Shelley's expenses, that would be great. And I would also like to encourage you to tip our waitresses very generously, please. And on a personal note, I missed hearing you perform at the Reason Rally. The people that I went with were dragging ass getting out of the hotel, and I said, if you make me miss Shelley Segal, I'm going to be pissed. And they dragged ass, and we got there just as you were coming off the stage. So I'm very happy to have another chance to hear you perform live. And that's it for me. If anyone has any questions about the Houston Atheists, please see me afterwards. I'll be around. And back to Vic.
Oh, just also one more note regarding what Kurt said. We do also have the application forms if you want to become a member of Houston Atheist Association. So we'll have those over there as well. So, our performer today is going to be Shelley Segal. She's from Melbourne, Australia. She became involved in secular humanism over 2 years ago, despite her father being the president of a local synagogue. Her songs are a passionate response to dogmatic belief, inequality, religious oppression, and the idea that only the devout can be grateful and good. She enjoys bringing this usually controversial topic to the public discourse and finds music to be an effective medium for expression and raising awareness. Her album, an Atheist Album, gives a voice to the often unrepresented views of non-religious people, the fastest growing minority in many countries, including ours. As one YouTube fan wrote, I can always come home and listen to Shelley remind us all that we have a voice and a movement of our own, and that there is hope for the future. After performing this year at the Reason Rally, as Kurt mentioned, to a crowd of about 25,000 people at the largest gathering of secular people in world history, Shelley's music video for her single, Saved, gone global. Please welcome our performer, Shelley Segal.
Thank you so much, Vic and Kurt, and thank you to the Houston Atheists and the Humanists of Houston for putting on tonight. And I hope you all get involved and sign up. Yeah, it's wonderful to have a community of like-minded people that you can come and argue with. That's one of my favourite things about getting to hang out with atheists. You already know what you agree on, so you sit down and can start arguing straight away. Yeah, so like Vic's very kind introduction explained, I'm from Australia, and I was originally brought up in a Jewish household. And it was pretty liberal, I guess, in our home. But I went to a Jewish school, so everybody that I grew up with was Jewish, and everybody in my community was Jewish. And I think when no matter how ridiculous a worldview might be, when everybody around you believes it, and it's validated by all the grown-ups that you're talking to, it's possible to believe it, and I did. So I believed in a biblical account of creation until I was between 16 and 19 years old. And then I started to realize that I'd been duped. I was very angry. I remember coming home to my parents and saying, "How could you tell me all of these things without finding out first if they were true?" They didn't see it that way at first. So I started to get involved in secular activism in Melbourne, in my hometown. And there's quite a few issues that we have to face in Australia. It's very different to here in America. We have a much more secular culture. People don't talk about religion in politics in the same way that you do here. Speeches aren't ended with God bless America. And we have an atheist prime minister. So it's a very different climate, but we do have a very strong religious lobby who is motivated by this secularization of our culture. And there's quite a few campaigns that we run at home. The first thing I got involved with was the National School Chaplaincy Program, which you would never get away with that here. The government is putting millions of taxpayer dollars into a program that puts chaplains in the public school system. And a lot of the time, the chaplains volunteer, and the organisation that deals with the government in running this keeps the funds for themselves and uses it to make proselytizing material. That's just one thing that I was involved with the group I was working with, Progressive Atheists. And I guess just being a part of these campaigns and learning a lot about the advantages that religious people have over secular people in my own country made me start to write songs about what I was learning and to write songs about some of the conversations that I was having. And so I wrote an album completely about secular issues and about my change in worldview, which is called an Atheist Album. And the first song I would like to play for you tonight is not from that album. It's a song that I wrote about a conversation that I had often after telling people what I do, because it's a good way to bring up a discussion. What do you do? Oh, I sing about atheism. And then people ask you straight away about that. They say, how do you know how to be a good person without God? And how do you know the difference between right and wrong without a Bible or a guidebook to tell you? So I made this song as a response to that argument. And it's pretty good, when you're having an argument, someone can interrupt you. When you're singing a song to them, it's not the same thing. You can get in point after point after point. So yeah, this is the song about where I believe my morality comes from and how I know what's right and wrong. And it's called My Morality. My morality has nothing to do with the Bible or the verses of the Quran. My morality won't judge you by your spirituality, but by the things that you have done. My morality is not set into stone tablets. We don't even tell you not to hurt children. My morality is not dictated by your deity. It's developed from empathy, dependence, and love. My morality accepts everybody's sexuality, is more concerned and validations from above. My morality is not set into stone tablets. We don't even tell you that it's worthwhile to be good for being good's own sake, but not to think for yourself can be a deadly mistake. My morality is not recitable from memory. It's something inside of me, how I wanna be. Treat others how I want them to treat me. Basically, not to hurt anybody, oppose any brutality. It stems from our common humanity, and it's what my mother taught to me. And it's mine because I'm free. Thank you so much. So when I was religious, we used to go to a synagogue every week. And we went to an Orthodox synagogue. Even though we weren't Orthodox in the home, we went to the kind of synagogue where the women and the men are segregated. So the women will sit upstairs and the men will sit downstairs, and the men run the service, and the women can sing along, but not in any leadership kind of way. They can't lead the service. And if you can't get upstairs for any reason, for health purposes, you can sit at the back with a curtain in front of you. And the first thing that really struck me when I had some distance and some perspective from my religion was that I had lived through that for so long and never had an issue with it. I had never noticed how sexist it was and how oppressive to women it was, and all these things started to come back to my memory. I remember when I was in primary school, every morning we had this prayer. So from the age of 6 till 12, we said every day, the boys would say, "Dear God, thanks for not making me a woman." And the girls would answer, "Dear God, thanks for making me what I am." And we said that every morning from such a young age, and all these things just started to pop up in my mind. And another thing that really affected me personally as a singer is that a religious Orthodox Jewish man is not allowed to hear a woman sing, because it's too arousing, and it is. If anyone feels the need to leave, I will understand. But that should be it. You know, they should have to leave. It shouldn't be that my voice is censored, and that's still an issue in Jewish communities at the moment. I remember this campaign I was reading about in South Africa, where it's quite a liberal community. They have an Israeli Independence Day celebration, Jewish community in South Africa, and women aren't allowed to sing or participate in that way. And so it's crazy that even in modern liberal Jewish religious societies, they're still struggling with this second-class position of women. So this next song is a reflection for me of what I experienced as a woman in Judaism growing up. But also I saw a YouTube video that really struck me as well. And there was a woman from here in the US, I'm not sure where exactly, but she was explaining why, according to scripture, women need to submit to their husbands, and why they can't be teachers of men, and all New Testament quotations. And it was so sad, because here was this articulate, strong, intelligent woman using her skills to keep other women in a place of submission. And that was kind of the inspiration behind this next song, which is called Eve. The Bible tells me I was made for and from man. I must do for him everything surrender to his will. Yeah, I must admit I can't make the household decisions, 'cause I am unfit. It tells me my place with everlasting grace. The Bible tells me I must be silent, you can't hear my voice. My role has been divinely defined, and I have no other choice. I may not be a teacher of man, I must cover up my shame. These are the laws of the one who in vain I cannot name. He tells me my place with everlasting grace. And my punishment for wanting to learn is a painful burn from which I may not return. The Bible tells me that I am unclean, I am impure, you cannot touch me, and it has nothing to do with where I've been. It is part of who I am. It is because I corrupt man. I was asking for it just by being a woman. He tells me my place with everlasting grace. And my punishment for wanting to learn is a painful burn from which I may not return. The Bible tells me I was made for and from man. I must do for him everything that I can. I must surrender to his will. Yeah, I must submit. I can't make the household decisions, 'cause I am unfree. It tells me my place with everlasting grace. Yeah, it tells me my place with everlasting grace. Thank you. Is it too loud? Your ears being blown off? Okay, great. I'm backing up, So this next song is also from an Atheist album, and it has I think the biggest fans of this song are all little girls, because it's called I Don't Believe in Fairies, and it talks about fairies, and straight away girls are kind of like, what do you mean there's no fairies? And then I've had people send emails that they've had to explain to their daughters about imaginary creatures, and they're like, I once upset somebody I upset a witch at a humanist conference in Florida, because I said I don't believe in fairies. It's no, because if you say it, then the fairies die. Is how the legend goes. Every time I introduce the song, it's a massacre. But I actually wrote this song. I had the idea for this song when I was in my room in London, and I was living alone, and I heard this spooky noise outside, and I thought, I'm really glad that I don't believe in ghosts. I actually feel that way a lot of the time when spooky things happen. When doors open, you're like, yep, I don't believe in ghosts, I'm not afraid. It's just not even spooky. But yeah, I immediately thought, I'm not afraid. It's just a door closing. And I remember the time when I would have been afraid, and I realized how empowering it is to not believe in imaginary creatures, and then I immediately connected that to how empowering it is to not believe in a God anymore. And it could be anything like that, a God or a guardian angel or a guiding spirit. When you have that comfort taken away from you, it can be very scary and you can feel on your own. But for me, ultimately, it was an empowering experience because I realized that the responsibility for everything in my life is on me. And there's nobody I can delegate that responsibility to. No one can take that away from me and help me. When I'm in a tough situation, I know if I want to get through it, I have to work hard myself. And so I think it was one of the most empowering and significant experiences of my life. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. So this is I don't believe in fairies. I have to make sure I introduce it 5 times. More fairy deaths. I don't believe in fairies. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in vampires hungry for our throats. I don't believe in demons or witches that can fly. I don't believe in dragons. I think they're all alive. So when I'm in the dark, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of creations, imaginations have made. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in Zeus. I don't believe in Allah. I think they have no use. I don't believe in Adam. I don't believe in Eve. I don't believe in talking snakes. I think they're make-believe. So when I'm in the dark, in dark place, I know it's only me and what I face. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. I don't believe that we are children who need to fear to behave well. I don't believe in salvation. I don't believe in sin. I don't believe it will be easy, but I believe that reason can win. So when I'm in the dark, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of creations, imaginations have made. This next song that I'd like to play for you is not one of mine, but it's one of my favorite songs to play, and it's just, I think the lyrics are so beautiful and they express everything that I want to say with my music, and yeah, it just to me represents everything that's powerful about music. It's inspiring, it's moving, and it's motivating. It makes me feel like I want to get the most out of my life, and I think considering there's only one that we know of, it's very valuable as a message. So this is a Phil Oak song, and it's called When I'm Gone. There's no place in this world where I belong when I'm gone. I won't know the right from the wrong when I'm gone. You won't find me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. That wasn't an argument for gun control. That last line. No need. We can discuss that later.
Well, I still like your handgun control that requires two hands.
Yeah. Also we were talking about bumper stickers, and I saw a good one in Austin that said, "Gun control means using both hands." There's lots of fish around, and my tour manager called them the fish people. Thought that was really cute. Lots of fish people down here in Texas. This next song I wrote when I was hitchhiking around Europe. I was about 19 years old, and I was with a friend, and we were in Amsterdam. We were trying to get to Germany. And we'd been on the freeway just outside the city for about 4 hours waiting, and some gentleman saw us, and he pulled over in his car and motioned for us to come and jump in. So we put our packs on our back, and we started to run over, and he started laughing and drove away. And I thought, what a... And I started to feel a bit down about humanity, and I thought, you know, people don't want to help each other. You look a bit different to them, they're not going to help you, or they're going to judge you. And I started to write this song about how people don't want to be there for each other. And while I was sitting there writing this song, another gentleman walked past, and I think he thought I was busking as opposed to just composing a song. So he gave me a whole bunch of money. And I thought, I can't really write a song about how people don't help each other when someone's just giving me a big pile of money. So the song morphed into this big cheesy love song to everybody on earth. It's my humanist anthem, and I stand by it. I love everybody. So, despite how many times you don't pick me up on the side of the road. I did get picked up by a guy in Louisiana. That was a very interesting story, but maybe I'll tell you that one later. Cool. So this is that song called Hitchhiking song. Why can't we live in a world where I can hold out my hand, you can take me for a ride, and I can do the same for you, and we both know we're on the same side, but I've been sitting on the ground. Maybe it's just my dreads are a little out of shape, 'cause you got a pretty nice car with a pretty nice shoe on the gas pedal, making an easy escape. When did it start to feel like everybody's in some kind of a war? Like if you're not the same age, don't come from the same place or the same race, then what are you even asking for? Oh, and I hope we find out humanity, and I hope we find out, and I hope we find them soon before it's too late, before everything starts to fall apart. This is my love song to everybody on the earth. You can treat me like your sister, or you can treat me like dirt, and I will still love you for whatever it's worth. Hey, yeah. What makes us think that we own this world? I can come to your country, so why can't you come to mine? Tear down these borders we've given so much power to what's actually just an imaginary line. We try to keep our gates closed, 'cause we know that we have more. But I've lost count of how many people with less. They're giving me half of their food and let me sleep on their floor. Oh, I hope that deep down we are willing to share. We've spent so many years teaching ourselves how to look away. Maybe we've forgotten how to care. And I hope we find out humanity, and I hope we find out, and I hope we find them soon before it's too late, before everything starts to fall apart. This is my love song to everybody on the earth. You can treat me like your sister, or you can treat me like dirt, and I will still love you for whatever it's worth. Maybe if they threw something at me from the car, I wouldn't love them. I don't know. Just testing the boundaries. No, I've been to the States. This is my 8th trip in the last 12 months. Actually, today is exactly a year since my first show in the US ever, which was at the Freedom from Religion Foundation's dinner the night before the Reason rally last countless lives. And it's just been so amazing since then, just going to different states and different groups and meeting so many interesting and passionate people who are working to make this country a better place. And it's very inspiring and it's really encouraging, and I'm, congratulations to all of you for being involved, and I hope that you're all a member of your local group and supporting these communities and the work that they're doing, because it's so varied and it's so important, and it's fantastic. It's been a privilege to be involved in any way. But I do miss home sometimes, and I wrote this song on one of my flights home to my partner after the American Humanist Association conference last June. It's called Home. Like a far journey sailor, catching first sight of the shore, can already hear the creaking of his boat coming to more. I can almost feel my fingers as they're knocking at your door, my love. I'm coming home to you. Like a pilgrim cherishes the memory of a sacred place till she is old, carries in her heart peace and happiness that cannot be bought or sold. Where my sacred place is knowing that my hand is yours to hold, my love. I'm coming home to you. Troubadour travels across the lands. I am searching for the pictures that I'm painting with my hands. But now I'm no longer searching for someone who understands my love. I'm coming home to you. Jeez. When I first played that song for Rob, I was so nervous I made him turn around. And I played it, and then all he said was, "Do you realise that you're singing 'I'm Coming' over and over again?" Like, thank you for appreciating my love sonnet. So underappreciated. So back to serious issues. This next song, it has a lot of words, so I hope you can catch them, especially with my Australian accent. But this song is about the dangers that are inherent in believing in an afterlife. And there's so many, that's why there's so many words. I remember I had a discussion with my uncle, who is an ultra-Orthodox Jew, about recycling. And he said, "I don't need to recycle. God made the world for me, and the world is going to be here as long as He wants it to. There's nothing that I or any human can do that can affect God's plan." And I just think that's such a damaging worldview, and I think a lot of people share that, especially here, or in some people's minds, the sooner the world ends, the better, because it means the second coming. Not the Jews, though. For the Jews, it's still the first. So this song is about all of those dangers, and also my response, I guess, to my own mortality, which was something I realized for the first time when I did become an atheist. Oh, I am going to die. That's going to be the end of it, and there's no seeing my family in heaven, and there's no, and it was such a I don't know, a very significant change of mind, and it really did affect the way that I thought about a lot of things. So this is called Afterlife. Follow the guidebook for an afterlife. Which one do I try? Which one do I try? I'd like to believe that I'll never die, but I can't comply. No, I can't comply. All the self-appointed representatives out their own imaginings in the sky. They want to usher in the messianic age. They don't mind if it's brought on by nuclear rage. They're so sure of their ability to outlive the utility of their bodies. But just remember, there was the last thought in the brain of every suicide bomber and every hijack plane. Follow the guidebook for an afterlife. Which one do I try? Which one do I try? I'd like to believe that I'll never die, but I can't comply. No, I can't comply. Thousands and thousands are humming. The second coming's coming. Environmental responsibility is succumbing to the suicidal longing for paradise. Yet they say it's already before our eyes. All the natures who we are, we find cannot survive without a mind. But you're so afraid to die, you're willing to sacrifice. Living through it all with the knowledge that you only have one life. Follow the guidebook for an afterlife. Which one do I try? Which one do I try? I'd like to believe that I'll never die, but I can't comply. No, I can't comply. From the day you were born, you are going to die. It's not a pleasant thought at all, but the way that I deal with it is to treasure each moment with my surroundings and those that I love. I spend my days trying to engage with the world, to learn as much about everything as I can, using the body of knowledge of our shared heritage to further understand the historical and evolutionary context of man. Your relation in a higher place is to spit in the face of those who chose to dedicate their lives to immortality. Follow the guidebook for an afterlife. Which one do I try? Which one do I try? I'd like to believe that I'll never die, but I can't comply. No, I can't comply. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyono, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMalachim, Mi HaMelech, Mi HaMelech. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyono, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMalachim, Mi HaMelech, Mi HaMelech, Mi HaMelech. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, now. Would I be able to get a glass of water with no ice, please? It's the diva drink. Thank you. That last part of the song is a Hebrew prayer. If anybody's come out of Judaism, they'll recognize it very well. It used to be my favorite Jewish song, and I still find it such a beautiful melody. But it talks about the angels of peace, and I kind of do a play on the Hebrew word and ended with saying, "Who is God? I am God," for some fun Hebrew blasphemy. But also, I just think, because it's talking about the angels of peace, and really all these beliefs, I think, are not conducive to peace, to a world of peace where we are thinking about the future and working on the problems in this world and the now. And I think that unless we do that, we're not going to have a future. This next song is not from an Atheist album. The last few ones have been, but I'm hoping to record this along with my morality in the next couple of months. This is, I joke sometimes this is my Fox News song, but it's not that obvious. Thank you so much. This song is about what it's like when people are only getting their information from one source, the Fox News. But and you're growing up in a sheltered community, and all the things you're being told are being validated by the people around you, and until it distills down and down until you can't even handle to hear a worldview or an idea that challenges what you believe. And I had the idea for this song after having an argument with a friend of mine about marriage equality. And I said to her, but it's not just about that, it's about any issue that people have closed their minds to. And I remember we had such a great discussion. She was really listening to my points, and I thought I'd argued it very well. I was proud of myself, very logically, I didn't get angry. And I said to her at the end, so, what do you think? Doesn't that prove my point? And she said, well, yeah, but I'm just not going to change my mind because that's just how I've been brought up. And it was so honest. So, yeah, that was... This is called Stagnate.
Don't want to think
The air is still, the water standing still. In hibernation, answers distill. The air is still, the water standing still. And here I swear, this next song is about another stubborn discussion. I have a lot of these actually. I'm sure you will too as well. And that really, inspires a lot of songs actually. Having a discussion, and it brings all the issues up in your mind. But this I wrote to one of my close friends, and he's still religious. We grew up together, and he doesn't believe in evolution. And it's a laugh, but it's not from a perspective of like ignorance. He understands how evolution works. So much so that when we were in high school, he won an essay writing competition about evolution and was invited to Melbourne University, the most prestigious university, to give a talk about his essay about evolution. So he understands the mechanisms, he understands how it works. And I say to him, Dan, why don't you just look at the evidence and you understand how it works and just see that that is the case. And he says, I don't want to look at the evidence. I already suspect my life is meaningless and I don't want it to be confirmed. He's a very dramatic guy. But I wrote this song for him. And it's like, coming from a similar place, it's about somebody that doesn't want to change their mind, not based on the truth value of their belief, but because of the comfort that it gives to them. And this is called House with No Walls. Outdated dogma, just let it go. Why don't you build your shelter from the things we know? All the outdated dogma, just let it go. Staying in a house with no walls. You don't wanna Cheers. This next song is the single from my album, an Atheist Album. I wrote it after I had another discussion-inspired song. I had an interaction with a street preacher in my neighborhood, and he told me very nicely that I was going to burn in hell forever. And it was like, you know, one of those, I want to help you and stop you burning in hell, rather than you're going to burn in hell. So it was a nice guy. But I was still very angry because he is coming up to me in my space and approaching me and telling me how to live my life. And I just felt very strongly that I'm not going to be told how to live my life. And if you are going to come and tell me how I should live my life and why, I'm going to ask you how you know these things that you're claiming. How do you know what you're saying? And that's what this song is. It's called Saved. Say that I need to be saved. Say with me, the devil's got his way. I want to know how when you are praying, when you are staying, how you think you know that someone is listening to what you are saying. So you think never questioning the source from which your moral code derives. I think that suffering is part of some great plan that's been divided. I wonder when we'll be rid of your lies. Say I need to hear the truth. A sales pitch of eternal life and eternal youth. All these blessings you are bestowing upon the one you say is all knowing. Well, are they really deserve if he is sending me where you say I am going? So you think never questioning the source from which your moral code derives. You think that suffering is part of some great plan that's been devised. I wonder what will it take for you to start opening your eyes, to start questioning the bullshit everyone around you buys. You think it's any of your business what goes on between my thighs. I wonder when we'll be rid of your lies. And so you think that you can tell us how to live our lives, never questioning the source from which your moral code derives. You think that suffering is part of some great plan that's been devised. I wonder what will it take for you to start opening your eyes, to start questioning the bullshit everyone around you buys. You think it's any of your business what goes on between my Thank you so much. This is a lot longer than the reason round. I don't know why they didn't give me an hour and a half. that was an amazing day. Was anyone there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went. The next one's coming up soon. I think the organisers need a break. So I think this is going to be my last song, guys.
I'll give you all the time you know.
I know. We have the room until 2 a.m. Yeah. Well, I know some really good cover songs. We can have a party, you know, to some Rihanna. Anyone like that? When the sun shines, we'll shine together. Not even joking. I'm actually a wedding singer. Well, that's how I learned to sing. I grew up singing in my dad's Jewish wedding band. And, yeah. Well, I guess before I play my last song, I can play you something from my new album. I just made a jazz album with Nora Jones' guitar player, which was a really great privilege because he's, aside from being the loveliest guy in the world, a fantastic guitar player. And yeah, this is, I hope everyone likes jazz. This is a song from that album. It's called Stuck in the Memory. We said our goodbyes a season ago. Now the leaves are turning to red and gold. Catch a glimpse of my shadow where they used to be too, and I'm stuck in the memory of you. I go out for a drive and a bit of fresh air, turn the radio and that song is there, playing soft and low like it used to do, and I'm stuck in the memory of you. Cut off all my hair, got a brand new style, bought a new dress to wear, and I put on a smile. I go out dancing with my best girlfriend, but where do I turn when the music ends? We said our goodbyes and the years rolled on. I met other guys, but they've come and gone. How I wish my poor arms could hold somebody new, but I'm stuck in the memory. I'm stuck in the memory. I'm stuck in the memory of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have some albums with me as well. Natalie in the green shirts over there, and yeah, I've got 2 albums. I've got an Atheist Album, which has most of the songs that I played tonight, and then also my new jazz album, which I'm very excited about. Do you want to hear another jazz song?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this is also from that album, which is called Little March, and this is another love song from my very grateful, ever grateful partner. This is called My Word. My word, my word, my word. I'll give you my word, on which you can build your dreams. I give you my word, sewn back together at the seams. I give you my word, ain't never gonna be no diamond ring, but honey, my word, yeah, it's the strongest thing. I want to tell you in a beautiful, complicated way, to show you how it feels. But the words on your own, it's straight to home. My word, my word, my word. I give you my time, on it you can set the pace. I give you my time, give you my growing old, my changing face. I give you my time, which I can never refill. I give you my time, 'cause you give me that thrill. But never let down. I wanna dress it up nice and pretty fairy lights to show you how it feels. But the words on their own is straight to the bone. My word, my word, my word. I'll do it. Careful what you wish for. We'll be singing we'll be dancing around to what's a fun cover? Save tonight. I think I don't know tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. If I wake up, don't come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Yeah, I'm a wedding singer, so if you ask me, I won't stop. And I enjoy it. I enjoy singing I Will Survive over and over and over again. Yeah.
Oh, sing it.
Oh, no, but I mean, you need the full band, you know, and the dancers. I was like, oh, this will be my last song, guys. And thank you again so much for coming out. Thank you for listening. It really means the world, and it's more than a songwriter can hope for. Thank you so much to Kurt and Vic for putting today together. And, yeah. This is my favorite song of mine to sing. It makes me really happy and brings me into the moment so much. And it's dedicated to Christopher Hitchens, who was an incredible influence to so many people, but especially for me at a time when I was going through a really big change in the way I thought about things, and made me so much want to learn to think for myself, which is the biggest gift anybody can give you. And so this is a love song dedicated to him. And I tried to take some of the ideas that I heard in his debates and speeches that he gave online. And he always uses this argument against religious people. He says, when talking about the design and the creation of the universe, he says, what kind of design is this? It's the universe is not geared for life. Our galaxy is heading towards another galaxy, and impending doom type stuff. And so he's talking about these really things that show that the universe is cold and uncaring and not there for us. We are not the center of the universe. And actually, in terms of the universe, we are completely insignificant. Nothing that we do matters or makes any difference, and there is no meaning more than the word that we invented. But at the same time, I like to contrast that reality of our cosmic insignificance with our real world significance, because that's not true. There is meaning into our lives. We made it, but that doesn't make it any less real. The way that we treat each other, and the way that we talk to each other, and the way that we interact and what we do, and how we go and get involved in groups and get active, and we make a tangible difference to this world and to each other right now. And I don't think there's anything more meaningful than that. And one thing that personally makes my life more meaningful is my interactions with other people, and I really enjoy being with people and meeting new people. So this song is kind of about that. I give it all away, don't I, in the intro? Yeah, this is called Apocalyptic Love Song for Hitchens. One day the sun is going to die. For us it means no more sunsets. To the universe, just one less star in the sky. Almost all who ever lived have already died. Countless stories of love and war and hope and pain now silently side by side. Yes, I understand that my whole life was just a blink of an eye. The history of the earth is with each moment that goes by. But this moment that I'm with you, it feels like time has stood still. It feels somehow like it matters, that it always will. In 1 billion years, the oceans will dry, while somehow life may continue. It will not be known to you and I. To think we are so important is an obvious crime. We know that we are specks on a tiny dot, hurtling through space and time. Yes, I understand that my whole life is just a blink of an eye. The history of the earth is with each moment that goes by. But this moment that I'm with you, it feels like time has stood still. It feels somehow like it matters, that it always will. Yes, I understand that my whole life is just a blink of an eye. And the history of the earth is with each moment that goes by. But this moment that I'm with you, it feels like time has stood still. It feels somehow like it matters, and that it always will. Thank you so much, and thank you again to Houston Atheists and Humanists of Houston.
Thank you very much, Shelley, for an amazing performance. Let's give Shelley another hand, please. And yeah, like mentioned earlier, feel free to stick around. We have the room all evening, all night. Please donate if you can. And also please buy the CDs as well. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming.